That is right, Maria. It's our first ever Fox and Friends Snow Day. All morning we're showing you the latest trends in clothing and gear to have fun with your family on the slopes this year. We're back with Greg Randolph, a former Olympic and professional athlete, now with Smith Optics, which makes snow sport eyewear and helmets. Good morning to you guys. It's a little odd forecast, 60 degrees and snow, but we manage it here on Fox and
This
Friends.
might be the snow dance for the year. Maybe it'll make winter start out here for you guys.
I can't wait for the snowboarding lesson on this later, but let's talk about some of the clothing. It too has come a long way since I grew up, not just the skis and the boots and the poles, but the clothing. And the key, you say, Greg, is all about layering.
Yeah, layering, exactly. You want to regulate your body's temperature and moisture and manage that, because that's how you stay warm. Having layers, not just one big heavy layer, means you can take off and manage, your internal body temperature. So what Pete here is wearing is from First Ascent. It's a really technical line. It's made by Eddie Bauer, actually. They use a lot of really cool materials, and this is the Hayburn pant and jacket. It's a waterproof, breathable, weather guard fabric, so that when he warms up, the moisture can escape, but when it rains, it's got a DWR finish. It's going to keep him dry. Underneath, he's got the next layer is a downlight sweater.
Now these zippers aren't all pockets. These are sometimes just ventilation to allow the air in and out, right?
So pit zips here, pit zips there. He's got zippers between his legs.
We'll get into that later, Pete. That was for the commercial break. But this is a thin jacket. It's more of a shell, not the big thick ones, again, that I grew up with.
Yeah, right. It's a thin shell jacket. It's got a brushed interior that keeps the moisture off your body.
Yeah.
And it breathes, like I said, but it also keeps the water out. Underneath that, he's got a really cool, this is a 800 fill Northern European goose down sweater. It's less than a pound.
Wow.
It's super light. It's got a ripstop outer on it, and that'll keep you really warm. And you can take that off and you can stuff it in your pocket. It packs down about the size of like a windbreaker.
And for folks like Clayton, they can fold that up, make a pillow, and take a nap at lunchtime while the rest of us ski.
Yeah.
What's underneath the goose down?
So next down here, he's got, this is the bat hang base layer, they call it. It's a next to skin. It's got a really cool quilted pattern here that makes it lightweight but keeps it very insulated. It's like the layer of air next to your skin. So it breathes, it dries, it won't actually absorb water. You get all sweaty, you can pull your zippers down, take off your down jacket, and you're going to dry out super fast.
Perfect. The pants, again, those are the same deal. Those are thin, kind of a shell, not the real thick, warm pants. Those,
exactly.
Those aren't necessarily going to keep you warm.
They're not going to keep you warm. They're going to keep the wind out. They will trap a little bit of heat, but they'll breathe. And underneath that, you have a similar type fabric.
Perfect.
That keeps your skin warm. And then if it's a really cold day, there's also layers like this, a mid layer it's called, that'll go in between your base layer and your outer layer.
This is a lot of work getting dressed, man. Let's go over to Janine. She's hanging out with us. And this is clearly a lot of work. You got to start early when you're layering 9 times. What is she wearing in terms of the jacket?
Okay, well, Janine here is wearing a setup from Ride. It's more of a styled and cut for snowboarding, as you can see. Super cute. Nice patterns on the outside. There's like I don't know if you can see how it's got like a bit of a texture to the outer.
Right.
It's also a layering idea. That jacket's actually insulated, so it has a little bit of insulation. It's quilted on the inside, and so it's also a shell with a little bit of insulation.
Zip on and zip off the layer in that case.
No, that's actually in that product. That's actually just one single piece. And then underneath, she has a base layer by Helly Hansen. It's a multi-graphic synthetic base layer. It keeps you dry and warm, and so it'll also help you regulate your internal temperature.
Perfect. Then talk about the pants. She's
the pant is the same idea. It's also from Ride. It's the Genesis or the Fairmont pant, and the Fairmont pant has a similar idea. It's lightly insulated, and then she would wear a base layer underneath that as well. And it's a little less technical, obviously more stylish, and meant for more of a like a lift riding resort rider type of person.
This is all very complex compared to when we all started skiing. Now the goggles we're seeing again this morning are the type that you can flip on the lens and back off depending on the brightness of the conditions? Yeah,
exactly. I mean, the goggles are designed to be interchangeable. Light always changes. Like, hopefully it'll start snowing here, and then if it did, you'd want to change your lens to something that was better for a low light condition.
Okay. Real quickly, your jacket is green, not just green colored, but it is eco-friendly as well. Tell us about this.
I'm wearing a jacket from Planet Earth. They're a clothing company
from
that
Planet
makes
Earth.
Planet Earth.
It's a good place.
And that's, I think, where we are right now.
Okay. Sometimes.
And it's made from recycled, like water bottles, basically. This is taking waste, recycling it, turning it into fabric, and there's a lot of that going on right now in the outdoor industry.
And that'll keep you warm.
This is not insulated. This is a shell layer.
Okay.
It's pretty warm right now, though, so it
Looks
seems
good.
to be
It's
working.
good for 60 degrees. Greg, Pete, Janine, thank you both, or thank all three of you. Back inside of you guys.